listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are #1. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato. Yes.
Slow moving.
What?
Inattentive.
What?
Dull.
What?
Shows a lack of motivation.
What?
Constantly snacking.
It's funny because he's fat.
Turn on the deaf kid.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get our drinks on, we're gonna party and get crunk and rock out, dude.
I want to kiss you.
Dear frozen yogurt, you are the celery of desserts. Be ice cream or be nothing.
We are what you want to call dumb.
Mr. Burgundy, you have a massive erection.
Every time I learn something new, it pushes some old stuff out of my brain. Remember when I took that home winemaking course and I forgot how to drive?
That's because you were drunk.
And,
No! Get to the chopper!
What the hell's going on out here?
The meatloaf!
Moss! Randy Moss is in for a touchdown.
He shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
I know what you're asking yourself, and the answer is yes. I have a nickname for my penis. It's called the Octagon. But I also nickname my testes. My left one is James Westfall, and my right one is Dr. Kenneth Noisewater.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I'm gonna kick you repeatedly in the balls, Gardaki.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
And with that, welcome to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast here on WBLZ, live from Fozzies Smoke and Barbecue, home of the barbecue brunch.
Yes.
We'll get into that in a few. My name's Steve-O, alongside Mr. Geffrey.
Hello.
And the newest, maybe member of the Beer Belly Sports Podcast, as Faith No More would say, introduce yourself.
I am James Ryan. I'm a sports manager.
Which we just need to take a pause and say James Ryan is the greatest radio name of all time. Everyone changes their name to be like James Ryan or like Dan Riley, something like that. Yeah. But you've got it down already.
Yeah, my dad was in the business for a while, so I think that might have been part of his
his ploy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
Well, to be fair, he originally, no joke, wanted to name me Theopolis. Yeah, no, that is cruel and unusual punishment to do to a child.
Well, joke's on you. Welcome to Beer Belly Sports Philopopus. However you say that.
Theopolis. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just kidding. Anyways, we got. We're gonna let him introduce himself, and he's gonna do a little tryout to be on the podcast. We're filling in for Mitch today.
Yeah,
he had to go back to Canada.
Well. Little did he know, there's actually Border Patrol here.
Yeah, so that's actually why he's not here.
Yep.
He knew that Border Patrol, the ICE put out a whole sting operation on him. They'd heard our podcast, and they're like, oh, we got to get rid of that undocumented immigrant.
Yeah, I know.
And,
all of them leaking in from Canada, man. Right. It's a real problem.
Yeah,
it's a huge problem.
Stealing good, hard-working Americans' jobs.
Well,
that's why I say get out of here.
Took our germs.
Yeah. So he's got to make his escape and all that. Oh man, I got the hiccups.
Okay.
No, Geffrey, what else are we talking about today?
We will be talking about the Dallas Cowboys have fallen to the earth because they have just freaking died.
Pull the Packers.
They did epically, and then we'll also talk about the New York Giants. They have bench Eli Manning.
Worst or most bad decision in NFL history? We'll decide.
We'll decide that. Then we'll also be talking with a coach in the Big Ten. His name is PJ Fleck.
Yeah, we pulled some strings, and we got the old Fleckster to hit us up for an interview that we'll get into in the second half of our podcast. But we've got to get going. And let's get into it with the tryout.
Oh, okay.
For Mr. James here. And the way that we're going to do this, usually when you are going for a new job, you get interviewed. But we're the Beer Belly Sports Podcast, and we don't do things the way that everyone else does.
No, we're kind of special.
Special ed, indeed. And so what we are going to do is we're going to have James interview us to see if he belongs on our podcast. So my first question for you, which you'll have to answer and then ask away after that, is are you ready?
As ready as we're going to get, I suppose.
All right.
I said, are you ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
That's perfectly all right.
All right, cool. So, I'm glad you could bring me in today.
Well, it's very nice having you guys here. I just got to get some base information out of the way here. Now, when it comes to shows you watch on Netflix, if you had to watch one series on Netflix, what would it be?
Like forever? Like I'm not allowed to watch any more.
Like
that'd be tough.
Yeah, like if you had to watch just one Netflix series and it was on repeat, like that was it. Which one could you do the longest and why?
The Office. Because The Office is a cult classic.
Yeah. Jamie and I have gotten really into The Office, but I'm gonna go crazy on this one, Breaking Bad.
Ooh, good one.
You know what? It's actually kind of funny. The only episode of Breaking Bad I've ever seen was the ending.
What?
And finish him. I was actually in the dorms and I was walking into a couple of my friends' rooms and they're like, "Hey man, come in. We're just watching some Breaking Bad." So I go in and I sit down and everything happens at the end there and the friend who's like, "Hey man, that's it, everybody. We just finished it up. That's how she ends."
You'd never seen it. Okay. First things, before you're even allowed to continue this interview, you need to go watch the entire series of Breaking Bad.
Fact.
Come back to me.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's really, really good. I've been meaning to watch it. I just run out of time in a day,
All right. Well, yeah, man.
You're lost.
That's
right
why
now.
I'd pick Breaking Bad though, because you can just keep watching it, and there's stuff and
and there's stuff that you might have missed.
Right? Clues.
Yeah, little things like that.
Mm-hmm. So next question, please.
All right. Well,
I shouldn't be running my own interview.
No. Anyways, Mr. Interviewer.
Yeah.
God.
Damn it.
All right. Well, since we're at Fozzies, if there was one item on the menu that you would eat every single time you came here, what would you get?
See, that's tough for me because I was just handed, nice segue, the brand new barbecue brunch menu. And Fozzies is our latest sponsor, our longtime sponsor of the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. They've got an app, and hey, on that app, you can listen to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast and find all of our links to all the things we do and join them on Sundays for the barbecue brunch. They've got caramel rolls, breakfast egg rolls, biscuits and gravy, the classic country fried steak, the skillet breakfast Sammy, and even waffles.
Yes.
Can you imagine a barbecue place with waffles? I am hooked.
These waffles are, these waffles here are legendary waffles.
Legendary. So, if I were to eat only one thing at the Fozzies Smokin' Barbecue, which is the home of the Beer Belly Sports Podcast, I would eat everything.
It opens up at 9 o'clock, by the way, 9 a.m.
Beautiful.
So on Sundays. Just want to throw that out there to you.
I'll throw it right back at you. What would you do?
Well, I came in here after I seen it advertised all over Facebook.
Oh.
And what I got, what I get when I come here was that biscuit burrito.
Ooh.
That is one of the top favorites
the brisket
here.
burrito.
Yeah,
that's actually a favorite of the man whose seat you may be taking.
Yeah, no, it's...
So I guess that we won't have to change too much.
Yeah, no,
nothing will change.
I even,
Are you Canadian?
Oh, I'm up north there, so
okay,
it's
so
it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's a little
Dakota.
bit.
That's good enough.
We have a Wisconsin, South Dakota, and North Dakota. I mean,
we have no one from Minnesota.
As
we're
we do.
all based out of Minnesota. This is great. Anyways, continue with your interview.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why?
Go on. Anyway, mine would be the old the tacos.
Tacos?
Dude, yeah. You know what? Nothing is better than a good solid taco.
Anytime.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I had breakfast tacos one time.
Yes.
Oh.
Go on.
Sorry, I just had a breakfast taco flashback.
Did you see those breakfast tacos at Taco Bell with the whole shells of egg?
Yeah, see that? I'm not okay with.
I'm not a fan of either.
That freaks me the hell out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't look right. I don't think it...
I feel like it would taste really weird, too, because you have to hold it in your hands, and your hands taste weird. You ever eat in your hand? It tastes awful.
That's a fair point.
Seems like there's a lot of
then
words.
You got all that stuff, and it's just going to be greasy, and it's just
too many things that would fall
put
apart.
it in a damn shell. Your Taco Bell.
Well, they give you that little holder.
No, Well, I don't need a damn holder to eat a taco.
I usually
I'm not 3.
Grown ass man.
Right?
I don't need a taco holder.
I pay my bills.
Most of them.
Some.
All right.
Child support.
Continue.
All right. Is there a specific meme that you've been seeing around social media that you guys have been really, really digging lately?
Damn.
Like you just see them pop up and you're like, God damn it, these are hilarious.
I'm the king of memes, by the way.
You are. He is.
I use a lot of them on a daily basis.
He's the king of memes.
Meme culture.
I don't know. There's so many. I like the meh. I like that one. The Simpson one. The meh. That's usually my go-to when someone asks me something.
I like the. I know this one's kind of old and maybe tired out, but I really love that SpongeBob one where it's like you just capitalize random letters. So it's actually like mocking them, and he's all like a peacock and stuff.
Yeah.
I love
that's
those.
a good one. That's a classic.
I laugh for every single one of those. And
Did you do a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
yeah.
Why?
Why do you keep asking? Jeez. What's your go-to meme?
Man, I don't know. Right now, I've been hitting up iFunny a lot lately. Before I go to bed, there's been a couple.
Whoa! No free ads.
Oh, whoa! Detract that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've been on this generic. I've been on this generic meme site.
There you go.
Lately.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like they keep rotating them in so fast. You know, like the internet's evolving so quick. It's hard to keep up on.
That's what she said.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hard to keep up on all the memes and.
And a good "that's what she said" joke is always just
that's the classic. That's the
creme.
standard. You know, that's where the line is.
Gold standard.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Go on.
I feel like we're getting to know us very well.
That's what this exercise is about. You know.
Yeah. Thank you.
See, smart words over there.
Exercise.
Yeah.
But it's
college boy.
I went for a year and a half.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyways,
I'm not like you guys.
Let's keep going. What else do you got for me?
Man. You know, I came in here with a list of questions to ask our interview. I didn't come in here with questions to do this interview.
I would say yes, I'm usually not prepared.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got one. Okay, so at my other job, we did a poll, and we even took this to Twitter to find out what everyone thought. So I saw this thing that said roughly half of the world's population sits and the other half stands when they wipe. Which ones are you?
Ooh.
First off, I don't understand the physics or geometry behind standing and wiping.
I don't.
And look, because here's my deal: I have to stand when I'm in a porta potty because things are small. I'm a big guy. I don't have a lot of room to work in there. So usually I'm sitting, and then I'm like in a porta potty, can't go, feel like I'm gonna fall, so I gotta stand. And then I'm like, well, I got muddy ass for the rest of the day. And I'm at Moondance. Yeah, I guess I'll just have muddy ass for the rest of this weekend. That's fine. It's only Wednesday.
Just going like this.
So I guess the moral of the story is I'm a definite sitter.
You're a sitter?
Well, yeah, it's comfortable.
I'm both.
Both. Define. Like, explain.
I used to be the old standing one. Make sure I got everything. Get in there deep. Get those pucks deep. You know.
Pucks deep.
Get those pucks deep. Then late I just been a sitter because I'm just getting lazy.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say lazy. It's just comfortable.
It is. It's lazy for me.
Where else do you got to go?
I don't know. I usually sit.
Move back to work.
True. Or go to work.
Right. Lame.
Or watch Steve-O's Weird Food Wednesdays.
Right. See, you could just sit there forever. And by the way, watch Steve-O Eat Weird Food on a Wednesday is currently on Snapchat, and I'll try to make sure that it's on Facebook. Today, I traveled to Hawaii.
Yes, you did.
And it was delightful.
Hence, the glasses.
I'm still wearing the glasses.
For some weird reason.
You look an awful lot like Magnum P.I. right now.
I am like Atomic P.I.
Atomic P.I.?
I'm a little bit bigger than Tom Selleck.
Looks like Walter.
Yeah, I feel like Walter. You want to? Yeah. You're
Take a run at me, Roddy?
You're entering a world of pain. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, watch Steve-O Eat Weird Food on a Wednesday. It's a good time. And usually my shit's afterwards awful.
Awful? No,
Imagine that. You know what I had to eat today?
What?
I had a cheeseburger with Spam and pulled pork on top of it with cream cheese as the cheese, and I still put 2 pieces of cheese on it.
You didn't put any pineapple on it?
I did not put any
Oh my God, that's what I was hoping for.
If you would watch the show, you would understand.
Damn it.
And if you
I will
even
watch it
knew
later.
me, you would understand my
I
sentiment
know you.
and
That's
my
why
resentment
that's why
against
I'm
pineapple.
up, that's why I'm upset.
I'm 100% on Steve-O's side.
Shut up!
Thank you. He's hired.
Yeah, pineapple does not belong on like warm food.
Yes, this guy gets it. He gets
Absolutely. And you know that burger actually sounded really good. You lost me at the cheese. The cheese you said cottage
cream
cheese,
not cottage cheese. That's an abomination against.
Yeah,
humanity.
no, that's true too.
But the cream cheese with cheese inside of it.
All right, well here guys.
Did I lose you and then I reeled you back in?
Yeah, a
or
little
what?
bit. Yeah, there you go.
All right,
All right.
I could see an inner fat kid inside of you.
Oh well, there's an outer fat kid on me too. You know what?
Do it!
That's what I had to say to myself when I was eating this thing. It was huge. And
huge,
seriously, we should probably hurry this up because I got to do a little sitting.
That's what she said.
All right, next question, please.
All right, so
or you can finish the interview, however you want to do it.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
We got one more.
Okay.
All right, like I said, since we're in Fozzie's, what's your guys' favorite type of sauce?
Oh, easily Fozzie sauce by a billion times. I will never not eat Fozzie sauce with something that I eat here. If I was here for brunch, I would put Fozzie sauce on my country fried steak and eggs.
Damn right.
No, I don't even need gravy. Just put Fozzie sauce on it.
You know, that was just to make sure everyone was on the same page. I think that one.
I think so. All right. Well, Geffrey, do you think we got the job?
You know what? I think we do.
I think we do. We'll see if this guy keeps the job in just a few. It's the Beer Belly Sports Podcast live from Fozzie's Smoke and Barbecue on WBLZ.
You're a freak with a microphone.
The semi-pro of sports radio, Beer Belly Sports.
My dad's always making the worst possible decisions. I would love to see him as a football coach. Hey, Dad, it's 1st and 10. What are you going to do? Punt it! Kick it right now! They'll never see it coming, John. Element of surprise, John. And what worries me is I'm just like him. It's going to be me one day. One time, I did something really stupid. I looked at my dad. I was like, Dad, I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, does it? He goes, what? We don't have no apple tree, son. What do you... I cut it down last year to make room for the bird jacuzzi. And, you know, to be honest with you, my dad truly is my idol. He really is. But when he gets a thought in his head, there's no light bulb, dude. It's like a spark and a puff of smoke. It's like a fuse is blowing up there. To this day, he thinks KY jelly is marmalade from Kentucky.
Become one of the
millions
of people that follow us on Facebook. Beer Belly Sports.
This is Max from 4th and 20 Sports telling you to tune in between 10 and 11 on WBLZ Sports to hear AJ and I talk long shot opinions, give you our buzz of the week, and all the sports you want to hear. Catch us on WBLZ, where we've got balls. Spoiler alert, everybody. This is one of the worst things that has ever happened in video game history. I cannot believe the ridiculousness and the waste of my life.
Get over it. I'm just saying, breaking records are breaking records.
I think that defense, after losing every single person on their secondary, after seeing we don't know what they're going to get with Jalen Smith, their D-line is questionable from suspensions.
I'd give you a round of applause if I could.
On the latest Beer Belly Sports, the guys talked about Major League Baseball going XFL for a weekend. So, what's going to be on the back of their jerseys?
I'd probably go Cane Train, because it rhymes. And then when I crush someone in football, I go...
Sweaty Steve.
Sweaty Steve.
Somehow get a jersey that changes colors when you sweat.
I would do... He's not that good.
So, there was that. Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
It's the best dream I've ever had! Everybody pee on the floor! Who's with me?
You're listening to Beer Belly Sports.
If you're afraid, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real.
All right, welcome back to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast on WBLZ, live from Fozzies Smoking Barbecue, home of the barbecue brunch starting at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. So we have some strong opinions coming out on something that I guess James and Geoffrey both feel about America's team, as they so like to be called, that being the Dallas Cowboys. Now, they kind of are, I feel like they're accidentally pulling the Packers.
Just tank on purpose?
Yeah, but they're like trying to win, but they're
it's not working.
They can't. They're awful.
Their defense is garbage. Sean Lee's not playing again this week.
Sean Lee, that guy was so good, and he hasn't been able to play a full season
prone.
in like 5 years.
Yeah, well, how many concussions has he had?
I don't know.
Neither does he.
He doesn't.
Exactly, yeah. His brain is so fried.
He's always like, this is a hamstring, though. And he's always had something stupid.
That's dumb.
And I'm just done with Sean Lee.
Well, he's kind of like, when we were speaking of memes, he's kind of like that guy from SpongeBob who's made out of the paper skin and glass bones.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Well played.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good metaphor on that one. So, the Dallas Cowboys, what do we think? Is it because Ezekiel Elliott?
Late.
Wow, that was
sorry.
13 2 hours later.
I have those too.
Jesus. All right, so the Cowboys, do you think they're tanking now because they can't win without Zeke? Or is it because people are realizing that Dak Prescott isn't all that good?
Yeah, no, it's in my opinion, it's definitely the fact that teams, like the Dallas Cowboys, now have to try and win with Dak being the one who makes plays. And I mean, if you watch, even when he won Rookie of the Year, co-Rookie of the Year with Zeke, I mean, he wasn't the driving force behind those wins. I mean, he was doing a lot of intermediate passes and dump downs. Yeah, dump downs to one of the, statistically one of the best backs in the league last year. He had a god tier offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, now that they're seeing, with their which one of their linemen is out right now?
Tyrone Taylor.
Yeah,
one of the best linemen, left tackles in the biz.
Yeah, so now
not named Riley Reef.
Yeah, so now he's down to an average offensive line, and now he's got a former Pro Bowler.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
He's got the former Pro Bowler Alfred Morris in the backfield.
How about that guy coming from the dead? He pulled the whole Lazarus. Lazarus.
Start over. Take two.
He pulled the whole Lazarus thing and came back from the dead. I had no idea he was still in the league.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was trying to get minutes away from Darren McFadden, and that worked so damn well. They cut Darren,
and now he's retired.
Yeah,
after 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't think he was in for 10 years.
Yeah, neither did I. Didn't he win the Heisman?
Yeah, with
Arkansas. Yeah,
well,
last time Arkansas was good.
I can't even think of the last Heisman winner to translate to the NFL and be very, very successful.
Cam?
Well, I mean, you got Cam and who?
That's about it.
Bo Jackson.
Well, that's how long ago. I mean, ever since then, they just seem to kind of fall apart when they get to the NFL.
I don't know. Johnny Manziel was pretty good.
At drinking.
LOL. Jesus. No, so the Cowboys, where do they go from here?
They're going to have to start over. They're going to fire the redhead Jason Garrett soon.
Jason Garrett?
Oh, I
really?
know. The legendary Cowboy backup quarterback.
The ginger from North Texas.
Yeah.
Wow. You think they're giving him the?
Oh, they have to.
Cut?
Yeah, they have to.
And then the Packers are going to fire Mike McCarthy, and then Jason Garrett's going to go coach for the Packers. They're going to flip, and then they're both going to be 13-3.
One thing I noticed, I watched a couple interviews with McCarthy. His eyes don't look forward.
What? Oh yeah, he does that. He has lizard eyes.
Yeah, what the hell is with that? That's probably why they can't win nothing. He can't see what the hell he's calling.
Yeah, but he had that when they won the Super Bowl. If you would remember that, And that's how he was keeping an eye on all parts of the field.
Oh, good for you.
Good for me. You know what's really funny? When the Packers won the Super Bowl, I ran from 14th Street to the bar that was this place before Toasties.
Oh, good for you.
Kicked open the door and said, F the Steelers. And then 3 gigantic Steelers fans got up and I got in a fight. It was like
that's what she said.
It was like within like 10 seconds of being here.
God damn.
It was it's pretty great.
That's what you get for being a Packer fan, though.
I guess so. And you know what? If it takes me getting beat up to win a Super Bowl, bring it on. Anyways, let's not talk about the Cowboys anymore. It seems to be making Jeffrey sad.
No, well, the one thing about Dak has thrown zero TDs and 5 interceptions. Dez has not helped at all. He has not done shit for my fantasy, by the way.
That's true.
Well, because Dak can't throw his ass open.
That's true. He has no time.
Get himself open.
He doesn't do shit. With Zeke gone, it makes a big difference. When one offensive lineman's gone, it's like, let's blitz that entire side with garbage linemen to help.
You're complaining about offensive line problems to the Minnesota Vikings fan?
Well, there's
dude, you guys are 8-2 or whatever.
No, did you see last year?
Yeah, but we're talking about this year.
Well, I'm talking about last year.
9-2.
Yeah, I'm talking last.
If we're talking last year, let's think about the Cowboys' offensive line that no one ever got through ever. They were the greatest offensive line ever.
I know. Now they're missing one guy, and they're complaining, oh, my God, this guy is falling. We went through 12 of them last year, and we managed to limp through to an even record.
Oh, good for you.
In the NFC North. No offense, but
your team is in the NFC North.
I know, and we continuously won and had mediocre teams.
Well, it's because you got Aaron Rodgers.
And the NFC North is garbage. Have you ever heard of the Detroit Lions?
The Motor Kitties.
Oh, my God. Every year, this is here. Matt Stafford's going to bring them. They're going to win 10 games, and they're going to win the North. And what have they done? Nothing. The Chicago Bears, arguably the worst team in the NFL. Besides the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cleveland has a permanent spot.
Worst NFC team in the league.
That's probably
I'll give you that. Okay.
And then the Green Bay Packers, who beat the worst team in the NFC by like 5 points.
Well, okay.
I just think the NFC North is weak.
So as we shift from the NFC North, let's go to the NFC East, where we should be with Eli Manning.
Oh, what a sad story, sad saga this is. Eli Manning is getting benched. He's set the second or third longest consecutive snap streak? Second longest consecutive snap streak, and they are going to bench him.
Well, actually, what they say, I think they said Bob McAdoo went to him and asked him, like, hey, man, we're thinking about benching you. What do you think? Is that going to be okay with you? Do you care about your streak that much that we can start you and pull you? And he just said, if you're going to do that, just keep me on the bench.
Yeah. I did not hear that. See, I don't understand that move.
No, because it's not like of all the problems on that team, Eli is the one who's the problem is. The problem is that team has no offensive weapons. They have no running game, and their defense...
No receivers.
Yeah, no receivers. Their defense blows.
It just doesn't make sense to bench the starting quarterback. You're not in the playoff hunt.
I know, and then especially to bench him for Geno Smith. Which blows... I mean, you have Davis Webb, a kid you just invested a third-round pick into, on the bench. Why would you not... I mean, if anybody has...
Give him a shot.
Yeah, if anybody has a chance of staying on that team, it's
Geno Smith wasn't good enough to be the starting quarterback for the New York Jets.
Yeah, it's... honestly...
Couldn't find it.
You are the slow on the draw today.
I couldn't... Okay, better than Mitch.
You're right, but anyways...
Go on.
Let's not talk about Mitch, I'm sad.
Me punching you.
But, Geno Smith is probably not going to be on that team for too much longer. I mean, he's not that great. I guess the only reason I can think of is now they're guaranteeing that they're probably not going to win. If they played Davis Webb, who knows what the young gun can do, because we haven't seen him in live action.
I guess, here's spin zone for it. They're taking Eli out, and they're putting Geno Smith in, which is essentially putting up the white flag, saying they're not going to win any more games, and they don't want to give the, what's his name? Davis Webb?
Davis Webb, yeah.
They don't want to get him hurt, so they want him to be healthy going into an offseason, and then as soon as Week 17 is over, boom, he is the starter, and then he's running the offense.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, who knows, though, New York, they've already basically come out and said that they're looking for another. They're looking for an actual replacement.
All right, so let's do this. Okay. Eli's gone next year. Let's say hypothetically, he's gone at the end of this year.
All right.
Where does he go?
Jacksonville.
The booth.
Nah.
He's going to Jacksonville. Tom Coughlin's there.
Ooh. Good
Blake
point.
Bortles is hot garbage.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Leonard Fournette.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Allen Robinson.
I love the Jags.
Yeah, look at that defense.
The defense is freaking
Ramsey's really starting to show why he was.
There was there's like 3 other teams that people were talking about. It was Jags, Browns, normal.
Yeah, well,
I really
Arizona.
think that the Jags make sense with Coughlin there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Coughlin loved him. If he went there, there wouldn't be a competition.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, there's not going to be a competition for quarterback down in Jacksonville if he makes his move down there. Absolutely not.
Okay, so we're all banking on Jacksonville for Eli.
If he doesn't retire, I would say Jacksonville.
Okay. I was thinking either retire, Arizona, because that's where all old quarterbacks go.
That's true.
Yep. And Jacksonville, Browns, and then that's really about it.
I think he would rather retire than go to Cleveland.
I think so too.
I would too.
I think I would as well.
Anyways, I think the moral of the story is we can all be happy that a team from New York is not doing well.
Yay!
Yeah,
that gives us a little bit of hope.
Now, if only it was the Yankees.
Oh, God.
That would
Fuck
probably...
Yankees.
Ugh.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm not a fan of those guys.
Really?
Well,
Could not tell.
All they do is beat us in the playoffs, so...
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to play a little game.
It's not just a little game. It's an interview.
It is an interview. PJ Fleck coming to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast next. WBLZ.
Seniling around and turn this game off long enough for me to study?
Son, this game is important. The Bears are playing the Rams, and if you lose to the Rams, you get thrown out of the league.
You're listening to Beer Belly Sports.
Want to rock out with a sports talk show that gets your mind churning throughout the course of a week, that gets you energized about the world of sports on a day-to-day basis? Well, tune in every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to Making It Big with The Fuse on WBLZmedia.com.
Like to talk a little bit about baseball and football. Starting with baseball. Baseball is different from any other sport in a lot of different little ways. For instance, in most sports, you score points or you score goals. In baseball, you score runs. In most sports, the ball or the object is put in play by the offensive team. In baseball, the defense puts the ball in play, and only the defensive team is allowed to touch the ball. In fact, in baseball, if an offensive player touches the ball intentionally, he's out. Also, most sports, the team is run by a coach. In baseball, the team is run by a manager. And only in baseball does the manager or the coach have to wear the same uniform the players do. Can you picture Bill Parcells in his New York Giants uniform? Now, baseball and football are different from one another in other kind of interesting ways, I think. First of all, baseball is a 19th century pastoral game. Football is a 20th century technological struggle. Baseball is played on a diamond, in a park, the baseball park. Football is played on a gridiron in a stadium, sometimes called Soldier Field or War Memorial Stadium. Baseball begins in the spring, the season of new life. Football begins in the fall when everything is dying. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. Football is concerned with downs. What down is it? Baseball is concerned with ups. Who's up? Are you up? I'm not up. He's up. In football, the specialist comes in to kick. In baseball, the specialist comes in to relieve someone. In football, you receive a penalty. In baseball, you make an error. Whoops. Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, piling on, late hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls. Baseball has the sacrifice. Football is played in any kind of weather. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, mud. Can't read the numbers on the field, can't read the yard markers, can't read the players' numbers. The struggle will continue. In baseball, if it rains, we don't come out to play. I can't come out to play. It's raining out. Baseball has a 7th inning stretch. Football has the 2-minute warning. Baseball has no time limit. We don't know when it's going to end. We might have extra innings. Football is rigidly timed, and it will end even if we have to go to sudden death. In baseball, during the game in the stands, there's kind of a picnic feeling. Emotions may run high or low, but there's not that much unpleasantness. In football, in the stands during the game, you can be sure that at least 27 times you were perfectly capable of taking the life of a fellow human being. Preferably a stranger. And finally, the objectives of the two games are totally different. In football, the object is for the quarterback, otherwise known as the field general, to be on target with his aerial assault, riddling the defense by hitting his receivers with deadly accuracy, in spite of the blitz, even if he has to use the shotgun. With short bullet passes and long bombs, he marches his troops into enemy territory, balancing this aerial assault with a sustained ground attack which punches holes in the forward wall of the enemy's defensive line. In baseball, the object is to go home and to be safe. I hope I'll be safe at home. Safe at home.
I've tried everything, and I just couldn't keep those extra 200 pounds off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The Abdometrix, the Thiazides, the tummy stapling. I've had my mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right, honey. Then I found the Dormitron. Using a new technology called biorhythmic subconscious gymnastics, the Dormitron exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs, put on the Dormitron headset, then wrap yourself in the special high-voltage electric blanket. Turn it on to 11 and burn those pounds away while you have a relaxing night's sleep. Now that I've lost 280 pounds, my husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormitron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARD or visit www.sleepofflard.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you.
Did you know that Fozzies has their own app? Check it out right now. Also, listen to Beer Belly Sports on the app and its website, FozziesBBQ.com.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
We just got one 2 years ago after your parents were killed.
I want a new fence. That's it. We're never having sex again.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. Your home is your equity. What exactly are you saving it for? You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes, which doesn't seem likely. We know living in the suburbs is a constant competition, where you're defined by your lawn and your siding. Call American Bank of Los Santos when you need to add a rec room addition with a jungle swing or a jacuzzi for 8. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Dreams take money. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
With all of these different people involved, there's a lot of balls. And this show gets at least 3 guys deep, so make your own conclusions. Beer Belly Sports.
welcome back to the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. It is time for our most famous interview that we'll ever have here on the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. And, I mean, we're kind of making it special for the new guy here today.
Yeah, lucky him.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
I mean, we had to bring in the big guns to show off our merit here. We had our interview, and now it's time to have our interview with PJ Fleck. So introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, PJ. So how you doing? What's new with you, man? We're just gonna sit down and ask you some questions. All right.
Those who stay will be champions.
All right, cool. That was a weird answer to our that question, but James, you said you've got some stuff you wanted to ask the coach, huh?
Yeah, it was a really rough year for the Gophers at the quarterback position, with Delmy Croft only throwing double-digit completions in one game that he played in. I was just wondering, what you thought of his performances.
Boy, Coach, you got a lot to think about, I know, but does row the boat?
Very talented. They've done this to pretty much everybody they've played.
Okay, Coach, Are you understanding what we're saying to you, or are you just randomly saying things that you've said in other press conferences in order for this interview to go by quicker?
That's it. Row the boat, Skyuma.
Okay, I didn't understand a word you just said there. Was that English? Say what? What did you say?
That's it. Row the boat, Skyuma. Go Gophers.
Oh, okay. I got the go Gophers part.
Yeah, that sounded like English.
Yeah.
He's probably nervous up there. He probably know what he's doing.
Well, I mean, I'd be nervous being on the Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
Especially with you two big names in the business, you know.
Yeah. We are the number one podcast in all of WBLZ. So,
the number one for sure podcast soon become the number one show in WBLZ.
That's true. I've heard that. So,
through the grapevine.
Coach, what do you think about our podcast? You think we're on the up and up?
Very talented.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we've got our moments.
Yeah.
It's not like
we had to.
What'd you have to?
What'd you have to?
I don't know.
He had to listen to the podcast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Guys, come on.
It's better than being the alternative.
I mean,
there's that.
Right,
if we're a different podcast, we'd really suck.
Oh, my God, it'd be awful.
Right?
You can only double team so many areas.
Oh, well,
speaking of double teams,
it's kind of my specialty, if you know what I mean. I'm really good.
Very deep.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, that's how my voice sounds. That's what he was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, well, I got one of them.
Okay.
Coach, you have a lot of players who are leaving lately. Is that a problem for the team, or what do you think about that?
Those who stay will be champions.
Okay.
Okay, well.
That's fair enough.
I mean, that's pretty high talk from a team that's not all that great in the Big Ten. I mean, you guys got Ohio.
I'm not afraid to hide behind something.
So you're not afraid of Ohio State? You're not afraid of Michigan?
Those are our issues, and we're going to fix those issues.
Coach, these aren't issues. These are other teams. And I don't know if you've heard of these teams. They're very, very good. And say what you will about Urban Meyer being the biggest piece of garbage in college football besides Nick Saban. I'm pretty sure he can coach. I mean, this might be a hot take, but he might coach a better football team.
I'll take it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe because he doesn't know that those are other teams. Maybe that's why they only won 6 games this year. Or did they even win that many?
Got to leave somebody on an island.
Yeah, they won 5. Yeah,
something like that. So I guess he's on an island right now. Think of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, where are you going to row the boat? You're on an island, buddy.
Yeah.
That's it. Row the boat, Skyuma.
I don't even know what that means. Are you saying Skyuma or Skiuma?
Skyuma.
What does that mean?
Skyuma is an old Chippewa term for it came back from the early beginning of the Gophers. Is when they did rowing the boat. Technically, when they did canoeing races for the University of Minnesota, that's what Skyuma. I think it just keep something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's the Skyuma.
That's it. Row the boat, Skyuma. Go Gophers.
So
okay, well,
thanks, PJ.
Coach, I guess what else do you got for us? Anything?
That's what football does to you.
It makes your head not work all that great.
Yeah, I think that's CTE. Isn't that what that's called now?
Yeah,
yeah,
CTE.
Absolutely, yeah.
Our podcast actually is 2/3.
We got to get there. We've got a long way to go.
Yeah. Well,
and a short time to get there.
We got a third of the way to go till we're full blown CTE.
Absolutely, yeah.
True.
Yeah, so coach is really
better than being the alternative.
I mean, being brain dead sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that means you're dead. So, man,
We had to.
I have an uncle who can speak from experience. It kind of sucks.
Wow.
We knew we weren't going to be able to run the football very effectively.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you how that game went against Wisconsin. Didn't look very great.
There is no moral victories.
Yeah, I mean, you guys sucked. Like, you guys got blown out. You know what I think was the most cowardly thing you guys ever did, though? When your Minnesota team blocked your the goalpost from being chopped down when Wisconsin.
They suffocate you after.
Yeah, well, I'd suffocate you with Paul Bunyan's axe because I think that was just mean,
very deep,
and uncalled for.
What is that?
I mean, so
very talented. They've done this to pretty much everybody they've played.
Yeah, that's Wisconsin for you. 4th in the nation, baby. Going to the playoff. Give me. I'm
not afraid to hide behind something.
I'd say give us Bama, but Bama sucks.
Bama hasn't played anybody this year.
They played Auburn.
How'd that go?
Not well. They lost.
Yeah, it's kind of my. They haven't really beat big name schools.
Coach, I know you're not really big into hockey, but you live in Minnesota now. What did it say about there's a term that we like to say about hockey pucks. Do you know about that?
Very deep.
That's right.
Oh, we like to get the pucks in deep.
Pucks in deep.
Yeah, get pucks deep.
And
then another thing that there are some really good players they have, but Wisconsin's just a little bit better than you.
They have really good players.
Yeah, they come from the great state of Wisconsin, where a lot of great football players come from. Well, anyways, thanks, Coach, for your time. Any final thoughts?
That's it. Row the boat, Skyma. Go Gophers.
Whatever, man. Whatever the hell that means. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being on the podcast. I guess we're going to have to take a break.
Yeah,
it
was really weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, that's the Beer Belly Sports Podcast. We'll be back with Misconnections next on WBLZ.
You drunk?
No. But this ought to do it.
I would fire you. If you weren't so goddamn beautiful out there. You smell like urine.
The semi-pro of sports radio, Beer Belly Sports.
Do you remember the big New York blackout?
Sure.
Caused by a Canadian hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls. The Canucks claimed that it was a faulty transmitter. We had reason to suspect otherwise.
Why? Why do you?
These Canadians suffer from a serious inferiority complex. That's why they built this. Canadian National Tower, world's tallest freestanding structure. Our scientists can't figure out its purpose. Now, but theirs can't either. Canadians are always dreaming up a lot of ways to ruin our lives. The metric system, for the love of God. Celsius. Neil Young.
You're right, Gus.
Of course I'm right. It was crazy of us to have been so blind for so long. But we thought, they're just Canadians. Yeah, they're practically the 51st state. We admired them. Clean streets, no crime, no minorities. How'd they do that? No slavery. Their entire government is run by socialists.
Yeah, but it's not the real pinko stuff, Gus.
No. That's where you're wrong. They've always had these tendencies.
Capitalism must be destroyed in all forms. What the hell is this?
You see what I mean? We haven't been paying any attention. We think that, they're a little strange with the socialized medicine stuff, but do you know that they provide free college to anyone? Free trains, free eyeglasses, free condoms.
Do your superiors know about this?
Gutless desk mammals. Ever since I told them we'd be back from the Bay of Pigs by 10, they've treated me like dirt.
Well, you've done a great job here, Gus. I'm going to make damn sure the president knows of your fine work.
Like I care.
Cry every night.
Welcome back to Beer Belly Sports. It's time now for Missed Connections with Steve O.
Ooh, all right. Well, welcome back. And it's time to find that unrequited love here in the Bemidji area that's so needed. We'll start with a nice little short one. It's called Lady with the Purple Hair.
Purple hair.
We were in the drive-thru, and you bought me lunch. It's time for me to pay you back. Or at least let's chat and see if we can be friends. Nice.
Okay, quick.
Yeah, quick and to the point.
To the point.
Yeah, okay, cool.
This one's called Janet M. You rock the half.
All right.
Man looking for woman. I ran the half marathon in Vegas on November 12th. Then on a 4-day hike of the Grand Canyon, I met Janet at the race, and she was running the full marathon. Just wanted to say I see you finished, and you are such an inspiration, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Excuse me. This one's called Zip It Zippy. Woman looking for man and kill her. Spelled the name of their town wrong.
Oh,
As
that'll
you do.
happen.
Yeah, that'll get you.
That'll happen.
I love you so much, GJB. I'm grateful that our paths are together again. I hope I get to spend the rest of my life with you.
Okay. And
dude, seriously, that was
is that what?
Yeah, that was in the.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, here's another good one. You said hi to me. I was shy, didn't know. I thought I should have. You were in Lucan's grocery store. You said D hi. We ran into each other a few times, thought we were attracted to each other's question mark. I didn't recognize you at all, or I was dumb, question mark. I was shy, space, comma, space. Damn, I wish I had not been, space, comma, space. Would have asked you out, space, comma, space. Your number today, space, dot. It was around 3-ish or 4. Please get back to me, space, comma, space. I thought you were cute. Very nice person, space, dot. Tell me what I look like, what I wear, stuff if you're serious. Please get back to me, because I need you. That's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is the one that the people come for.
The long ones. All right.
It's called Never Again.
Never again.
Never again. There was once a time when I believed there was a future for the two of us. Now all I see is pain. With little hope that things can be truly different and better. There are so many things we couldn't come to agreement on, even after all the years we spent building together. We lost faith, hope, and trust. No matter how much I showed you that I wanted you more, you couldn't even budge a little to allow those things to grow. Maybe after all these years, you have turned into the person that wants to have more than one special person in your life. If that's who you want to be, then be open about it. But know that I can't be happy with that, and let our time go. Move on and make it clear. Don't leave it in a gray area. I'm happy being someone who has only one person to love. As for the rest of our arguments, why not at least show me it's going somewhere? Then fall back to what it was before she tried to put an effort into it. I know you had a hard time accepting what was going on, but the time has passed. And now we are both holding on to something that could be remembered, but not unhealthy to hold to. I know it's painful, but it's the truth. No matter how much you want to throw the blame, no matter what way this goes down, I love you. Just please, be you, the real you, and make it clear so there can be healthy decisions made instead of an endless, damaging cycle.
They get a little dark.
Yeah, I appreciate you saving mine till the end, though. I really appreciate the shout out on that one.
Wow, there you go. Well, congrats on finding that person. They seem really healthy.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, that's your misconnections from the Bemidji area. Hopefully we can get some more going. You know, it's coupling season, holidays, people coming back and seeing and going. And here today, gone tomorrow, as they say in the dark side of the moon. But do you hear that?
I do.
That means it's the end of the podcast, which means it's time to figure out what we learned today. So let's start with you. What did you learn today?
I learned that you are a very emphatic sitter when you wipe.
Indeed. That's a good word to put. I'm going to put emphatic sitter right here on my leg so I always remember. Thank you for that.
I like that.
Jeffrey, what did you learn?
I learned that we need to get better phone interviews.
Yeah, we need a better connection with the...
I think that was a problem.
Yeah, probably someone without CTE so they can...
Yeah, you know, we are pretty far up north, so it takes a little while for the phone line to get there and then go back. And you know, it's like Morse code. It's hard.
It's tough. But, you know, we suck.
Yeah. But, you know what I learned? I learned that we may have a new person on our podcast.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
I mean, I wouldn't tell it to his face.
No, I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I don't want him to get a big head or anything.
No. He's still in school.
Right?
Yeah, what a nerd.
What a nerd.
Nerd
alert.
If he had books in his hand, I'd dump them.
I would too.
Just find
him. We use his books.
No.
Yeah, we use his books.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
It was excuse me for yelling there. It was a good thing that Mitch wasn't here due to the fact that Donald Trump had sent a immigration and crime enforcement agents to Fozzies to make sure that he was not here. So it was good thing. Good thing he fled the country and is resting up in good old Canada.
That bastard.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we got his, we told him in time because he really booked it. I saw his Snapchat. He said, "I'm gone."
He's gone.
He gone.
Took his dog. He's out of here.
Yeah, it was one of those like Scooby-Doo runs too, when like they're in the same spot for like 2 minutes before they take off.
It's pretty much sounds right. In his Jeep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going fast, taking chances. We also learned a lot about Fozzie Smoking Barbecue, home of the Beer Belly Sports Podcast and home of the Barbecue Brunch Sunday morning starting at 9 a.m. They've got lots of great things from breakfast egg rolls to country fried steak to the breakfast Sammy and even waffles. Be sure to plan on coming to Fozzie's for brunch every single Sunday forever.
Or just come every day. Like pretty much what we do.
Yeah. They're not open on Mondays, but they do have an app. You can download the Fozzie Smoking Barbecue app, download the WBLZ app, and you can listen to us anywhere you want to.
And the SoundCloud app.
Follow us on Facebook and also on Twitter at BBS_podcast. My name's Steve-O. That's Mr. Geffrey.
Bye.
New guy.
James.
Awful exit, but we'll work on that.
That's why you're in radio.
Yeah,
you're coming into radio.
Yeah, it's all a work in progress. There's plenty of kinks.
Yeah, indeed there are. That does it for us. Don't forget to download those apps. We will see you guys next week. It's the Beer Belly Sports Podcast on WBLZ from Fozzie's Smoking Barbecue.
Good night, Fozzies.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Deadbeat Packer fan, suck butt ass white monkey dick. Call me back, man. This is Conrad.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Minnesota!
Well, every week this show looks better to me. Every week your eyesight gets worse.